and I also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today we'll be doing our grade 1 English lesson on conjunctions. And before we start, we're going to log on to aplusstudents.ca. Once you've logged on to aplusstudents.ca with your username as well as your password, and then we're going to select the subject of language arts. Grade 1. And then we're going to scroll down up until we get to the chapter of conjunctions. All right. So our chapter is conjunctions. Our subject is English, which is language arts. Grade 1. And the lessons that we're going to be focusing on in the chapter of conjunction is to use conjunctions. So we're going to use conjunctions. All right. So conjunctions, right, is that are used to put a sentence together, right? So conjunctions are used to put words and sentences together. And there's a lot of conjunctions, but the most common ones that we are basically going to be focusing on are, for example, the conjunctions of and, but, or, and so. So that is basically going to be the conjunctions that we are going to be focusing on. So basically the conjunctions, right, such as and, but, or, and so, they are used to put words and sentences together. So it can basically just be a word or two words they put together, or it can be like, let's say, an entire simple sentence or two simple sentences that they put together, right? And if we look at the conjunction, which is and, that is the first word, which is and. So we use and to show that the things go together, right? So we use and to show that things go together. And if we look at an example of, for example, of the conjunction and, then it is Greg and and. So this is basically us putting words together. It's like Greg and putting and together, right? Because remember we said that conjunctions can either put words together or it can put sentences together. So Greg and Kate are playing a game, right? So here we have our conjunction, which is and. So basically, this word and puts the words like Greg as well as Kate together. It brings it together. It tells us that they are playing together. It tells us that they are together. Because we could have just said Greg is playing a game or Kate is playing a game, but we decided to bring them together. So it's Greg and Kate that's playing together, right? So Greg and Kate are playing together or playing a game. So it's together. It brings things together or to show things go together. And that is basically words that show that things go together, right? Then we have sentences, right? Remember we said a conjunction, it's either words that, that are put together or sentences, right? For example, we went to the zoo and we saw some lions. So here we have one sentence because these are independent sentence or simple sentences which can basically stand on its own. For example, we went to the zoo, we saw some lions, right? But this word and, the conjunction and, right? It's used to put these two sentences or to bring these two sentences together. So we went to the zoo and we saw some lions. All right, so that is basically the conjunction and, right? Then we have the conjunction but. Then we have but. So we use but to show that things are different or to show things are opposite. It's like some people will always say when you are apologizing, right? Saying something positive, then you shouldn't add the but afterwards. Because once you start adding the but afterwards, and then it defeats the purpose either of compliment or defeats the purpose of the apology. Meaning that you don't even mean it because it shows it's the opposite. So we use the word but or the conjunction but to show that things are either different or to show the opposite. For example, I want to read, right? It tells us what the person wants to do. I want to read. But, yeah, we have the word but. My sister wants to play with me. So I want to read, but my sister wants to play with me. And if we look at that sentence, right? If we look at that sentence, then it means that the person really wants to read, the person wants to focus, right? But the sister wants to play. And remember, when somebody wants to play with you, it's a distraction, the focus is basically gone. So, but it really shows the opposite, or it shows that things are different. Meaning, these two sisters, they want different things. One wants to read, the other one wants to play. All right. Then we have the word or. So we use the word or to show a choice. It's either you want apples or you want bananas. It's either white or it is black. It's either you can get in the one car or you get in the other. It's either you can put on that one jacket or you can put on the other. So it basically shows a choice, right? This or that. So this word, this conjunction, which is or, right? It shows a choice. For example, here they're giving the person a choice. It says, do you want to go to the zoo or the park? Meaning that this person has an option of either going to the zoo or the person has an option of going to the park, right? An option, meaning you can choose one. You don't just have to choose the zoo or you don't just have to choose the park. You can choose either one, right? There's an option of both that you can choose from. It's not like they're saying we are going to the zoo or we are going to the park. No, there's an option. So you can choose if you either want to go to the zoo or you can choose if you want to go to the park. Then the next one says Aaron can ride his bike to school or he can walk. So Aaron either has a choice of going with his bicycle or he's got a choice of walking to school. So this is the choice. So today, if he feels like he wants to take his bicycle, he takes his bicycle. If he feels tomorrow he wants to walk, and then he can walk to school. So that basically shows a choice. You have a choice, right? It's the same as with our friends. When our friends wants us to do naughty things, right? You either have a choice to say no and walk away, or you have the choice to do the naughty things, right? You either have a choice to bully others or you have the choice to not do that. So you basically have the choice. That is what the conjunction or means. And then we also use the conjunction so. And the conjunction so is to show that something happens because of something else. So something happens because of something else. So that is so. Something happens because of something else. For example, today is my birthday. So my mom baked a cake. So today is my birthday. So what happened? My mom baked a cake. Today is my birthday. So what happened? We went to the beach. So we went to the mall. So we went to a restaurant, right? So we use the conjunction so to show that something happens because of something else, right? So that is basically how we use the conjunctions and, but, or, and so. So we basically use and to basically put two things together, to either put words or to put sentences together. We use but to show something is different or to show something is opposite. We use or to basically show or to give a choice. And we use so to show that something happens because of something else. Right? So these are conjunctions, right? And conjunctions are words or phrases, or it's basically a word. Conjunctions are words, and they basically put words and sentences together. Sorry. So conjunctions are used to put words and it's used to put sentences together. And we basically made examples of either words or sentences that are being put together. Right? All right, so we are doing a tutorial lesson on aplusstudents.ca. So we are doing our tutorial lesson on aplusstudents.ca. So we're going to go to aplusstudents.ca. All right. So we said our chapter is conjunctions, and the lessons that we're focusing on is to use conjunctions. All right. So we using conjunctions, and we said conjunctions are words basically like and, but, or, and so. They are used to either put words or they're used to put sentences together. And we said that we use the word and to show that things go together. We use but to show that something is different or opposite. We use or to show a choice. And we use so to show that something happens because of something else. Right? And then we already made examples of those activities. So now it says complete the sentence with the best conjunction. Add our conjunction. It says skip ace are my two pet rats. So skip ace are my two pet rats. Which conjunction are we going to put on there? but, or we're going to put so. So we need to either put and, but, or so in order to complete the sentence. Because we need to complete the sentence with the best option of conjunction. It says, ace are my two pet rats. And if we basically choose the correct one, we can say skip and ace. So skip and ace are my two pet rats. So we basically used and to put those words together. It says skip and ace are my two pet rats. Right? So we have skip and ace are my two pet rats. Then it says, did Mary eat alone? With Kate. So did Mary eat alone? With Kate. All right, so we can say, did Mary eat alone? With Kate. All right, so we can say, did Mary eat alone? Or with Kate. So, or with Kate. And we said we use the word or to show choice. Because Mary had a choice to either eat alone or Mary had a choice to eat with Kate. So we have, did Mary eat alone or with Kate? And that or over there is basically to show a choice. Can either choose to eat alone or you can choose to eat with Kate. Wonderful. Or is correct. So well done. Yes, or is correct. Because she has a choice. So we use the word or, right? And or will basically put those two words or sentences together. So or is correct. So well done. All right. So we have the conjunction, which is or. And then if we look at the next one, it says complete the sentence with the base conjunction. My sister, I go to the same school. What is the conjunction that we are going to be using within that sentence? My sister, I go to the same school. right? So we say that my sister, I go to the same school. So it's either his sister goes to the school or he goes to the school. But since based on our sentence, right, it looks like both of them go to the same school. All right, so we can say my sister. So we say my sister and I go to the same school, right? So we use the word and. My sister and I go to the same school. So my sister and I we go to the same school, right? That is basically either to bring or to join either words or sentences. So we have our words, we have the conjunctions, which is and, but, or, we have so, right? And we said we use and to put things together, but to either show opposite or difference. We're going to use or to show a choice. It's either this or it's that. It's yes or no. And we have so. So we have so, and we can even use the sentence where this is my birth. Today is my birthday. So my mom baked a cake. So we have a choice, right? So, sorry, not a choice. So, to show that something happens because of something else, right? We're going on to our test. So we need to complete the sentence with the base conjunction. This is now our test, right? So we're now going to be doing the test. All right, so if we complete the sentence with the base conjunction, it says spot Rex my two it's are my two pet rats. Is it or spot or Rex, spot and Rex, spot so Rex, spot but Rex? All right, so we can say spot. Yes, so Spot and wonderful. Spot and Rix are my two pet rats. It's not just Spot, it's not just Rix, but both of them, which means that we basically use the word and to put these two words together. together. So Spot and Rex are my two pet rats. So we're going to use the word and. And well done, well done. And is correct. So well done. All right, so now we say, did Mary eat alone? With Kate. So did Mary eat alone? With Kate. So do we say, did Mary eat alone or with Kate? And with Kate, but with Kate, so with Kate. So we have to complete the sentence with the base conjunction. So we say, did Mary eat alone? Is it or with Kate? And with Kate? But with Kate? So with Kate? We need to choose the correct one. Or let's say the correct conjunction to put those words together. All right, so we can say, did Mary eat alone? Or we can say, or. You see, here we use the word or. So did Mary eat alone or with Kate? Yeah, so or is correct. Well done. Or. So did Mary eat alone or with Miss Kate? So or is correct. So well done. Or is correct. So did Mary eat alone or with Kate? So did Mary eat alone or with Kate? So it's like options. It's choosing. So we're gonna say, did Mary eat alone or with Kate? And we use the word or to basically put those words or sentences together. Right? So we're going to complete the sentence with the base conjunction. So we can say, Tina, Colin plays side by side. Tina, Colin plays side by side. All right, so we say, Tina, Colin plays side by side. Do we say it's Tina or Colin? Tina and Colin? Tina but Colin? Or we say Tina, so Callan. Colin, sorry. So we're gonna say Tina and Colin, they play side by side, meaning that the two of them are playing together. All right. It says Tina and Colin play side by side. So we say Tina, Colin plays side by side. And we basically can say it is Tina and Colin, they play side by side. All right, so we have chosen the correct or based option, and we said the dog and cat sleep side by side. So the dog and the cat, they sleep side by side. And the word and is correct. So we're gonna say Pam, I have the same dress. Is it Pam and I? Pam or I? Pam so I? Or Pam but I? All right. So we're gonna say Pam. Let's say and. So Pam and I have the same dress. So we're gonna say Pam and I have the same dress. All right. So that is correct. And. All right, so we need to complete the sentence with the base conjunctions. It asks, did you walk alone? With a friend. What conjunction are we gonna put there? All right, so we can say, did you walk alone? With a friend. So did you walk alone? With a friend. So did you walk alone? Or they will have an option with a friend, right? So or is great. So well done. Or is great. So did you walk alone or with a friend? And we chose or. So did you walk alone or with a friend? Options. So my sister and I go to the same school, right? So we say Mary draws, sings at the same time. So we need to add a conjunction based on what the person is doing. All right, so we have and now we say Mary draws, sings at the same time. And we can say Mary draws and sings at the same time, right? So we can say, did Dustin play alone? With his sister. So did he play alone or did he play with his sister? Right? So we use conjunction and we say there are four main words, right? That are used to either join sentences or to join words. And we call that conjunctions. And the words are and, but, or, and it is so, right? So we say conjunctions are words that either put, it's a word that either put words or sentences together. All right. So that is now the end of our lesson on conjunctions. We said conjunction it either puts words or put sentences together, and the conjunction that we use are words like and, but, or so. All right, so we say we use conjunctions and we use the word or. All right, so that is now the end of our lesson on conjunctions. Thank you very much, grade ones, for joining our class, right, and for interacting, right? You should have a good evening further. Goodbye.